So if you're like me, you get a little excited about your motorcycle trips, and you tend to leave the house with only a cup of coffee in your belly. And you figure, well, I'll get something on the road. So you stop at the gas stations and you pick up this and you pick up that for munchies, but you really don't get a meal. So you ride all day, and then when you get to South Dakota, you keep running into things to stop and take photos of. But what you don't see is a whole lot of places to eat unless you're in a town. So then you get to Sturgis and you're on the street. So you walk the streets of Sturgis and you get hot, you get sweaty, you get dehydrated. You realize you haven't eaten anything substantial all day. But you also need to get out of the heat now. Well, most of the bars are open air and they don't really have too much of a respite from the heat. So where are you going to go to find AC? Now, my first time to Sturgis, we actually found the Domino's, and it was like a meat locker inside, which I desperately needed because it was 92 degrees outside and I'd been riding all day. However, if you'd like something a little more local flavor than a chain restaurant, take a look at this one. So here's a little secret place to go for lunch when you're in Sturgis and you don't want the crowded scene. Here's the menu.
Cheese curds or onion petals or something. Okay. No. And what all do you want on your burger?
Loaded.
And there's a drink menu.
And the kitchen sink.
And honestly, I think I could do with more coffee today.
I mean, make it for lunch, whatever you normally do.
Absolutely. All right.
And where are we?
Sturgis Strikers.
Sturgis Strikers, a bowling alley. Yes, we're having lunch. We're having lunch in a bowling alley.
And what would you like for your lunch?
Yes. What would I like for my lunch? That's a good question. I will have the, I'm going to go with your chicken strips, actually.
All right. Would you like fries with that?
The choices are?
Fries.
You could...
What'd you say?
I already went there. Fries.
Well, our other appetizers are egg rolls, pretzel bites.
Oh, fries are fine.
Okay.
I'm easy. I'm really easy.
It's on there.
Who gets an egg roll with chicken strips anyway, Kevin?
Do you like ketchup, ranch? What do you like with that?
We'll keep it.
Just ketchup.
And ketchup.
And what's the first name I can put in?
Kevin.
All right, have a seat.
You're not paying for my lunch, Kevin.
Okay.
You're not. So,
We'll settle it after.
yes.
Like I know the owner.
Kevin knows the owner. That's why we're here, because you knew the owner.
Repeat business.
Kevin, tell me again what you know about this area.
About Sturgis?
Well, about
Black Hills?
Why do you know about so much about South Dakota?
Oh, well, I lived here from 1971 to 1987. When Sturgis, we would avoid it like the plague because that's when it was bad to the bone in the 70s. And the only thing running out there was shovels, panheads, and so forth. But the other thing, too, is the Black Hills is really a destination. Actually, a lot of people live here. Actually, the whole state of South Dakota has less people than Denver and Denver proper. So you have a low population. The climate is really no different than Front Range of Colorado. We get a little colder winter, we get maybe even a little hotter summer, but it's actually very, very close. You've got Black Hills is an island that's 50 miles wide, 150 miles long, and you've got kind of all terrain, all types of, well, Northern Hills is blue spruce, Southern Hills is more ponderosa pine, and oh yeah, there's bison. Not buffalo, they're American bison is the correct
Yeah, we can't
term.
call anything what it used to be anymore.
No.
Nothing. Indians are not Indians.
Well, buffalo
Bison
is actually,
buffalo, not bison.
that's water buffalo like in Africa. So these aren't buffalo, it really is, it's bison.
So are we going to change the grave for Buffalo Bill? Is it now Bison Bill?
It should be bison bill.
Do we have to go back, erase more history and rewrite it to make it accurate? So
Absolutely.
millennials don't freak out. Did I just say that online? I did.
Oh no.
Well, now you know why I hang out with Kevin, because he's a perfect tour guide for this area.
The trivia guy.
That's right. As you would imagine, a bowling alley is not really busy during Sturgis week, which is why it's a great place to have lunch. Look, an ATM. Okay, so once again, we are at Sturgis Strikers, which Kevin introduced me to as a great place for lunch when you're in Sturgis and you don't feel like dealing with Main Street anymore. And this young lady here, she is...
I'm Jerica. My dad owns the joint, so I've lived here all of my life.
Wow.
Born and raised Sturgis, South Dakota.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
But you're also on TikTok.
I am on TikTok. I am at Jerica the Coffee Lady, the Sturgis Coffee Lady. You can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've got about 2,000 followers at this point, but I'm getting ready to start a series, Sturgis 365, just to show what Sturgis is without all the motorcycles, without all the bikes, to show the life of Sturgis without the roar of the motorcycles.
Awesome.
Kevin says that's awesome.
That's
He's already
awesome.
in. See, he'll subscribe.
Yes.
Nice, awesome.
See,
I love
you got
that.
one, you got two. You got 2 subscribers.
Awesome,
right
that's
here.
fantastic.
So, question for you.
Yes.
Let me get in the video a little bit here. So, I was here last night, and I normally don't ride at night, but I was kind of bored at the hotel, and I thought, come on, I got to go to Sturgis the same day that I left Colorado. So, went to Sturgis last night, and I was here at 10:30, thinking I wouldn't be able to buy a hat and a t-shirt, and I was wrong.
Absolutely. Pretty much the vendors are open until 2 a.m. when the bars close, because shortly after that, the bikes have to be off Main Street or they get towed. So, you can
That'd
come
be
in.
for cleaning purposes, right? I mean, they got to
For
clean
cleaning
the street.
purposes, yeah, for cleaning purposes, so they can clean up the garbage and just to make sure people aren't riding intoxicated. Because
I don't know that works, but okay.
Right, but we want to try to keep people safe.
Right.
We want to try to keep this a safe event so people aren't getting
So it doesn't
injured
get a
and
bad
not being
name.
able to be home.
Sure.
So,
they close maybe 2 o'clock?
probably around 2 o'clock.
I could have been here at 2 a.m. in the morning buying a t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
That is crazy.
Absolutely.
And what time does the bowling alley close at night?
We try to close around 9 o'clock, but if we have people here, we're going to stay open.
Sure, because they're playing and you're collecting money and
Right?
that kind of
I
thing.
mean, and
Makes
I
some
can make
sense.
coffee here at the bowling alley until 9, 10 at night too. So,
Cool.
and we have a home style meal every day. So if you're sick of the fried gunk garbage that you're getting, you can come here, you can get decent priced home style meals. I mean, we did Salisbury steaks with mashed potatoes.
Rita's reaction to this.
That was a special the other day, was
Yep.
a Salisbury steak
We
for
did.
lunch. Yes.
We did Salisbury steaks with mashed potatoes. We did sloppy joes. We did shepherd's pie, beef shepherd's pie, not lamb. And then we did one that was called a chicken Mexicana, and it was super good. We did that over Doritos. It was fantastic.
Awesome. Well, it was nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well.
I only do handshakes on camera. I give hugs off camera.
Hey,
Sometimes
sounds good.
not even off camera. Ah, the serenity of a bowling alley in the middle of the day. Ah, the air conditioning. The good food. It's almost a quiet place. And now we're back outside, and I gotta raise my voice again to talk to Kevin. Serenity now!
And we're gonna pop into the underworld here.
Oh, we're gonna go into the crude underbelly of Sturgis.
Might be X-rated.
Yes. Oh, watch out! This guy's backing up.